Hi.
How are you, sir?
I'm happy to see you guys. Greetings from the New York Bureau. Everybody's got to remember, no matter what burden you're carrying, no matter how hard life may seem, no matter how alone you feel, you're having a better month than Alex Jones.
Yes.
And don't forget it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a hoax! It's a hoax, I tell you! Like climate change or the female orgasm! It's a hoax by the liberal media! Oh, I'm only 48! Oh!
I can tell you the female orgasm is not a hoax, and any woman that has come anywhere near John Fugelsang can tell you that is not a hoax. Okay, John, listen, lowest unemployment rate since numbers were, right? Recorded, doubled the jobs numbers that were expected. It looks like Trump's lawyers are advising him he's going to be indicted. It is just a completely happy clappy Friday, in my opinion. Alex Jones going to get hit with a wrecking ball of punitive damages today, one way or the other.
I mean, let's build on that, right? Unemployment's down even more. 9 million new jobs, 6.2 billion student debt relief. First gun law that means anything in 30 years. This president's confirmed over 70 judges, the first black woman on the Supreme Court. NATO has never been stronger. Infrastructure bill, his first year was the greatest year of job creation in American history. If it gets much better, I can't handle all the Hunter Biden stories we're going to get. I mean, my God, the better he does, the more Hunter Biden's in my feed. It just works that way.
Yeah. By the way, it could be a better week if we get Brittany Griner back. You have a solution as a liberal helper. You said, hey, Putin, give us back Brittany Griner. We'll give you back Trump. Fair trade. Everybody's happy.
Now, let me tell you something. That joke went kind of viral. That got like a lot of likes and reshares and stuff. If you thought this country was racist before, holy crap. The amount of patriots who want to leave an American to die in a Russian jail. 9 years for less than 1 gram.
That she had a prescription for, right?
Yeah.
As an athlete.
I saw you spank
9 for 1.
I saw you spank Tommy Lauren for what she said about Brittany Griner this morning. That was amazing.
What did she say?
Rejoicing.
What?
She's, happy that she's going to be in a print. You won't have to listen to our national anthem for 9 years. Listen up, Tommy. It's great when you stop pretending to be Christian, and I thank you for it. But the fact is, I don't fault any African American or any decent Caucasian who doesn't stand for the national anthem. The third verse of our national anthem is all about capturing runaway slaves.
Right.
Okay. It was written by Francis Scott Key, who was a slave owner, who thought black folks were inferior. And so I don't fault anyone. But Brittany Griner has never protested America or the troops or the flag. It's just like Kaepernick. She protested racism and police abuse. So these people complaining about her, their real problem is the First Amendment. And again, 1 gram. If a Russian athlete was thrown in an American prison for having 1 gram of cannabis oil in their luggage, I think we'd all protest that too.
Yeah, and she's over there helping Russian women's basketball. I mean, I don't know if people if they don't follow, women's basketball. She's, LeBron. She's like, to lend her talent and star power to the Russian women's basketball team.
Except that because the WNBA is not paid anything near what the NBA is paid for, those women have to go play in other leagues in the offseason because they don't make the same amount of money. I will say if they pull this off and get her and Waylon back for the Russian arms dealer, it might be the first time our media ever pays any attention to the trade of a WNBA player.
Yes.
And that alone would be good.
Thank you.
Yes.
You tweeted, first they came for Alex Jones, but I wasn't a race-baiting transphobic conspiracy cultist who claims murdered children in Newtown are hoaxes and admitted in court that I'm just an entertainer who makes blank up. So I said nothing.
I got to update that joke. I got to update that joke to involve child porn now. I don't know if you've heard, but Alex is having a very bad day.
What? No, please. Do tell.
There were child porn images in the trove of documents turned over to the lawyers. And Alex Jones is claiming that it was malware that inserted the child porn, because that's what it always is, gentlemen. The funny thing is Alex Jones is he's so panicking, he's offered $1 million reward for anyone who can find who inserted the child porn images. And I'm like, wow, that's another $1 million the families know you have now. Good job declaring bankruptcy and pretending you don't have it.
I feel like there might be an implosion that opens up a wormhole in the universe when QAnon discovers that Alex Jones might. Okay, let's just not. Okay.
They won't care.
Like,
They
there will
not
be a
care.
tear in the time-space continuum, do you think?
They will not care. The only way QAnon would ditch Alex Jones is if he said the words Black Lives Matter. That's it.
By the way, you tweeted of the Kansas result. This is the sound of the dog catching the truck. I mean, it really is. Can I just say also they tried all the rat effing things they normally do, and Republicans did, and it didn't work. They're like, let's put it in a midterm election. There's nothing out the Democrats to have to vote for on the ballot. There were just Republican primaries.
Really confusing.
They tried to make the language, like they did that out here with the gay marriage bill. They tried to make the language so confusing. People didn't know what was yes and what was no. They tried all of that, and registration was still up 1,000%, and they got crushed.
They cut off registration 3 weeks before the primary, and they assumed that no Democrats would show because there were no Democrats on the ballot. And registration in Kansas went up 1,000% after Roe v. Wade was gutted. Yeah. This wasn't even close. This is the reddest of red states, which tells you that it's conservatives, it's men, it's Christians, and it passed by 18%. That is what they have awakened in this country. If we get people to show up, then all these Democratic crazy risks of voting for these QAnon Tea Party crazies will pay off. I mean, there's no more moderate Republicans in Arizona, Steph.
Yeah.
Jan Brewer is a moderate compared to these people, and Barry Goldwater would be kicked out of the party today. There are no Republicans in Arizona running for office that oppose the big lie.
Well, as you warned us when we played Phoenix and Tucson for Sexy Liberal, it's a dry hate, right?
Dry hate.
Yeah, I packed for that.
Washington, D.C. on the 10th of September. Am I hearing this right?
What? Yes. What did you say? Yes, Glenn Kirshner on panel. Another big surprise on panel, we think. Carl Frisch opening up the show. Hal Sparks, John Fugelsang, and a lot of surprises.
It's going to be huge. The only East Coast date of the year. The only East Coast date.
Yes. I'm telling you, listen, America, we got one East Coast, one Midwest and Chicago, one West Coast. That's it.
We got people.
Steph-a-palooza, you got to travel. Do it.
We got people driving down from Boston for this. Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Fantastic.
Very excited. It's going to be packed.
You bitch slapped a big liar on Twitter. AJ somebody said, what's your problem, fool? I guess that's you.
That's me.
All the evidence that's coming out now shows massive election fraud in Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. And you said, wow, Trump should try a lawsuit or an audit in some of those states. Maybe even, 60. I mean, okay. I don't know. There's that segment of the big lie. I guess they just won't. I don't understand. It just bounces off, right? When you say there were 60 suits with a lot of Trump-appointed judges. Nothing.
They don't care.
Nobody found anything.
This is the bubble that we're up against, and we are here to bring good trouble to the right-wing bubble. But you can have your own alternate reality. We grew up thinking, we're going to be fighting for immigrants and for children and for women's rights and LGBT rights and minority and working people and poor people. No, we're fighting over whether 2 + 2 = 4. We're fighting over whether the sky is blue. I mean, it's such a cult, and there's nothing to be gained by it. But they are all going to go all in for this guy. And I'm sorry, I'm at a point now where I don't want Merrick Garland to do anything to Donald Trump until he can ruin it for the Republican Party in 2022 and 2024. I'm convinced he's the one guy who can destroy Ron DeSantis. And we have got to use Donald Trump well, because after that video from Dick Cheney, did you think you'd see the entire world saying, damn right, Dick Cheney? My God, the party is at war with itself. And if Democrats can't take advantage of that, then we don't deserve to win. It's going to be a great midterms.
It really was like talking to Satan, wasn't it? It was just like agreeing with something, right? Say I end up in hell. Say, I get in the handbasket by accident and I'm talking to Satan, but he's talking, about all the other people in hell. I'd be like, yeah, Satan, you're right. Those guys are bastards.
And he would sound like Dick Cheney.
What?
And he would sound like Dick Cheney.
No, he would sound.
He'd sound like Dick Cheney.
Not quite as evil.
You'd all be in your original lock. I mean, my God, to see Cheney doing that, first off, everyone's so shocked that Dick Cheney made this anti-Trump video. Nobody noticed he did it wearing a cowboy costume. Again, it's all cosplay with these homophobes. And I'm glad he took time from drinking his True Blood and playing chess with Max von Sydow to make that video. But everything he said was right. Dick Cheney, these two things can exist. Liberals can mentally walk and chew gum at the same time. Dick Cheney is a war criminal. He deserves to spend the rest of his life in The Hague. He got a new heart 10 years ago, and the old heart became 4 Horcruxes. He's a horrible man, And everything he said in that video was true. Those two things can coexist. The only thing I didn't like about it was that he's still defending the Republican Party.
Yeah.
This is a party that has smeared both of his daughters now, but Dick's a company man to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, sexyliberal.com. Where's my sexy liberal music? Oh my God, September 10th, we're kicking it off in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. And then September 24th, Chicago. Just booked my ticket yesterday to Chicago.
Fantastic.
And then October 22nd, the big, Sexapalooza, the finale, October 22nd, here at the Saban Theater, Beverly Hills. John.
These shows are going to be such a party. You're going to get to be in a theater with all the sane, moral people who can spell the word "your" correctly, partying down before the midterms.
Yes, absolutely. And John Fugelsang's ginormous package. Get
Why,
it.
thank you.
Love you, John.
By the way, I just want to remind you something. Tom Selleck would not be doing these ads for reverse mortgage if he thought it was a scam, okay?
Yes.
Tom Selleck wouldn't be doing it, Stephanie, if he thought it was a scam. Listen to Tom Selleck. What is even wrong about anything?
I will buy one right now. Okay, thank you, John.
Ow.